Today we're going to be making a carbonara, more of a traditional carbonara, not a so-called Aussie carbonara which has cream in it. So I'll show you how you do one of those. So first we've got boiling water on the stove, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab some salt to make it salty. Always add salt to your water. Then we have pasta. If you're not sure how much pasta to use, roughly 100 grams per person is roughly enough. So here I have 200 grams, this is for 2 people, and we just fan that out. And we just turn that so it goes in the water. That'll take about 6 or 7 minutes to cook. So while that's cooking, we got some eggs and we have Parmesan cheese. We're going to add those together. I'm just going to turn this up. Get our pan nice and hot. So to those 2 things, we're going to add a heap of pepper. I'm going to slowly just give that just a bit of a blend, just to incorporate those 2 flavors together. I'm going to leave it to the side. Then this time, we've got some nice pancetta. Traditionally, cheek was used of the pig, but this time a bit harder to get a hold of, so pancetta is fine. It's got a nice fat through it, nice flavor, so when this is cooked off, it's absolutely beautiful. You could also use speck, which is another type of meat, but pancetta is probably the nicest one. So with the pancetta, we're just going to slice that through the middle. We're going to slice that into just squares. We'll get a little bit of olive oil. Not too much because the pancetta is actually fatty, so we don't want too much, so just a little bit in here. Let's give our pasta a bit of a toss through. And you don't need to add oil to water for pasta. So if you do that, it's just a waste of oil. Salt is all you need. Okay, so this is heating up. So into about a medium to high heat. And we're just going to add our pancetta. So we'll toss that around a little bit. We'll get some really nice colour, and the fat will start to melt and it'll come out and add some beautiful flavours to this pasta. If you really love garlic, feel free to put some garlic in this, but this one I decided not to. Even though I love garlic, I just love the plain flavours. It's the pancetta and the Parmesan cheese. So that's starting to look quite nice. I'm going to turn that just down slightly. Just going to check our pasta. Now that's looking quite nice. Turn it way down now. So traditionally, an Aussie carbonara has cream. What we're going to do this with normally an Aussie carbonara has cream within it. So what we're going to do this time is the Parmesan cheese and the egg and a bit of pasta water will join together, and that'll create the creaminess of the pasta. So it's just a different way of doing it in a more traditional way. So I want to take that off the heat now for a second so it doesn't cook anymore. It's got nice colour to that, and that oil is really nicely flavoured. Okay, our pasta is just about done. You want your pasta al dente, which means to the tooth. It's got a slight bite to it, and so it's not soft and falling apart. So because this is going to continue cooking for at least another 3 or 4 minutes by the time you take it out of the water, into the pan, onto a plate, and you start eating. So that's going to continue to cook. So that's why it's nice to have it reasonably underdone, so by the time it gets to that point, it's actually fine. So this is about right now. So our pancetta's in here. So it's going to take our pasta. We're just going to put it in the pan. And it's okay to get some water in here from the pasta. That's actually what we want to do. And the last bit. Just gonna toss that through. So I've picked up all that beautiful flavors on the bottom. I'm just gonna season that. Now pancetta is a little bit salty, so just be careful how much salt you actually add. Just be careful with that. So I think it's about right. There's that beautiful flavors. So what we're gonna do now is, I'm gonna take this off the heat. Now we have our mixture of egg and Parmesan cheese and pepper. So we're just gonna add that to this and we're gonna stir it through. With a little bit of our pasta water. This will cause like an emulsification where our sauce and our creaminess is being made. So as you can see, this is starting to cream really nicely. So from this, I'm just gonna add a little bit more black pepper. And I'm gonna grab just a bunch of parsley, just to lift that color just a little bit, add a bit of freshness. Just gonna stir that through. So as you can see, that creaminess is being created from all those ingredients together. So you don't need to add cream to this at all. You actually create your own. We'll get our plate. There we have it. And on top of that, you put a little bit more Parmesan cheese. And pepper goes really well with this, so don't be scared of pepper. And just a little bit more pepper. So we have a beautiful carbonara, beautiful pancetta, and al dente cooked spaghetti. Enjoy.